Welcome back. In negotiating for salary, there are many more items and fringe benefits that you can negotiate for that you may not think about. For example, it is important to clarify the points in which your performance will be evaluated. And let me tell you why this is so important. I was teaching a negotiation program in a large corporation, and they wanted to learn how to salary negotiate. So the leader there said it was fine, I can teach them that. However, they needed to have someone from human resources present in order to answer any questions. So human resource representative came in, and when we were speaking about salary negotiation, the human resource representative made it very clear that women or people in that company did not get promoted based on their performance. They did not get promoted based on their job and how well they did it. They were supposed to already do a good job. When we hire them, they said, you're already supposed to do a great job. You get promoted based on whether or not you do an additional job besides yours. In other words, bring additional value besides your own position. And when I went and asked other human resource representatives from different organizations if that was also the case, they said, absolutely. People are already supposed to do an amazing job. However, women don't usually know that this is the case. So they will go in, they will work very hard, and they will think they're supposed to automatically get promoted. And they do not get promoted in that way. So make sure that you negotiate how you will be evaluated, how you can negotiate your next promotion. You need to sit down and speak about how is it that we can measure me to ensure I'm being prepared for the next level or for the next role. You can negotiate an additional role before you even apply for it, because you want to make sure that you're preparing yourself for it. I have students who do this all the time, and it is possible. Another important element of negotiating when you're negotiating salary is that you actually negotiate your exit when you're negotiating your salary. I know this may sound awkward to a lot of women. There was a friend of mine who went to work for the state government, and in the process of negotiating her salary, I did tell her she should negotiate an exit package, because if something were to happen to that administration, she wanted to make sure that she was taken care of and that she would exit gracefully and would be taken care of, because her having to leave her post may not have anything to do with her performance. She chose not to because she didn't feel comfortable, which I completely understand. I also gave the same advice to a gentleman who worked for a school district. When he came in to negotiate his salary for a school district, he also negotiated his exit, because there could be budget cuts or he could be removed for political reasons that have nothing to do with his performance, and he would be left without a salary. So the gentleman did negotiate an exit package. Well, guess what? Something happened with the administration of California, and she had to leave her job, and she left with nothing. And something happened with the school district of the gentleman, and he left his job, and he left with a very, let's just say, comfortable package, because he negotiated his exit package when he negotiated his salary. Another element when you negotiate your salary is to negotiate early performance reviews. In other words, you usually get a review once a year, but you have to wait an entire year to get a raise or an entire year to get some kind of bonus. However, if you're sure that you can reach certain milestones or certain goals within 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, negotiate in the beginning of your role that you would like to be evaluated in 3 months, in 6 months, in 9 months. Let them know that you are confident you can accomplish goals and that your performance will be able to prove itself. However, you would like to be evaluated for it at that time. I've never seen a situation where a woman has negotiated this and she's been turned down. Because what individual does not want to measure goals and be able to celebrate someone's achievement? Another element of negotiating your salary is negotiating a signing bonus or moving expenses. Now, there's many times where there is a cap in salary. Let's just say a salary, the cap that they have in their salary bucket is $125,000. They say, we cannot give you anything more than that. And you know that you want 140 because you're worth 140. What you could say is, okay, how about signing bonus? I'll take the $125,000 salary. However, do you have money for a signing bonus? Or if you're moving, do not ever move without them paying moving expenses. That's key, because moving is expensive. And if they're offering you a job across the country, they should be able to cover your moving expenses. But make sure you negotiate that signing bonus if it's not part of your salary. I have one of my students who took a negotiation of a salary they offered her for $140,000, she ended up walking out with the package of $280,000. The way she did that is she negotiated her salary to the highest amount they were able to offer. She then negotiated a signing bonus. She negotiated moving expenses. She negotiated an additional 10% that they're paying into her 401k, and I don't know, so many other things. She took every element of the negotiation and she picked out and she added a percentage to that. And when they asked her, well, why should we give you all this? She had a plan ready about what she was going to deliver to them. And she said, if I don't deliver this, you're more than welcome to then, we can remove this and we can remove that. But she was so sure of her performance that they had nothing to lose because they would remove it if she didn't reach her goals. Of course, she reached her goals. She became Rookie of the Year at that company, and she's been extremely successful since.